All right, what's up, everybody? Thank you for joining this morning. I am recording. I know that it's Saturday morning, so lots of you guys have things going on, but I think that it's important to connect. And one of the biggest differences in the groups that we've been running more recently is the sort of face-to-face accountability and getting in the chat pod together and really having like a higher level of accountability. A big part of that is going to be on you and your willingness to be vulnerable and to actually show up and participate, right? So one of the biggest things that I want you to get out of today's call is just to make a decision on how the next 3 weeks is going to go. Because I even know there's like some customers in here that have done it before that say they want to like do all the things and then just like slowly, like, you know, that Homer Simpson thing where you like fade into the a bush. That happens, right? So I want you to make a decision on how you want to show up over the next 3 weeks and what your goal is. So I would love for, and I know people are like, your video's not on, but if anybody wants to put their goal in the chat, I would love to see that. And if you're just listening and you're on the go, maybe at a later time today, you can put that in our Facebook chat pod. What is your goal for this group? Maybe it's like gut health. Maybe your nutrition is in a bad spot. Maybe it's to lose 10 pounds. Maybe it's to find a routine with your workouts. Whatever it is, like I want you to have some really specific goals. And then I want you to put them on a Post-it note and stick it all over the dang place. In your bathroom, on your fridge, in your workout space. This is 3 weeks. And often I see people really get in their head about it and let the excuses start to pour in. I promise you, regardless of what goes on in your life this next 3 weeks, regardless of where you're going or what is happening, you can do 30 minutes workout in your house and you can plan ahead and do the nutrition plan. And I'm actually going to be on vacation for the first week of this, and I'm doing this with you guys. So I'm hoping to be able to show you some really ways to make this flexible and how this can be a lifestyle. One of the biggest reasons that I promote going all in really hardcore for 3 weeks, especially if you've never done it, is so that you can just see how you feel at the end of it. I think that it's a really valuable tool for you to have so that, you know, down the line, after holidays, whatever, anytime that you're not feeling your best, you know how easy it is to really get back on track and to take control of how you feel. This isn't about, you know, dieting. This isn't even really about losing weight. It's just about how you feel inside. And I think so often women attach how they feel to how they look to happiness and all that kind of stuff. So this is just, think of it as a little 3-week experiment for you and your body and your mind and your soul. And don't take it so seriously. Just decide how you're going to treat this next 3 weeks. Look at your calendar, see what's coming up. Like for me, I know I'm going to the beach with my husband's family. I know they're going to order from the same pizza place twice while we're there. I already know that there's a salad on the menu and that I can cook chicken or whatever it's going to be, right? Make those decisions ahead of time so that you're not walking in on the fly. And then just decide you're going to follow through for yourself. Another thing that I'm really going to challenge myself to do while I'm at the beach is I'm going to the grocery store today and I'm buying 7-gallon jugs of water so that I can really track and just like almost make it a competition with myself to drink that gallon every single day. That's a lot of water. You don't necessarily need to drink a gallon. Like I, over the past 3 years, have trained myself to drink more and more and more and more, but have a favorite water bottle. Like decide how many you need to drink it. And you know, mark that off. Like I've seen some people where they put, so say this is like 16 ounces and I weigh 150 pounds. So I should be drinking like what, 4 of these, half your body weight in ounces. And so I would put 4 elastic bands on this water bottle. And every time I finish one, I take an elastic band off just as like a fun way to track. The next sort of thing that you want to be prepared with is your meal plan. So For the majority, I think most of you guys are going to be doing the container plan. There are a couple brand new people to Beachbody in this group. So at the end of this call, I am going to do a quick screen share and just navigate through BOD a little bit and show you some like quick links and the best spots to get there. But today, like before tomorrow, because I know tomorrow is going to be like grocery shopping, getting your space ready, getting your head ready, all that kind of stuff, right? So today, in whatever like pocket of time you have, I want you to fill this out. It's like hard with the light. It's the daily meal tracker. There we go. I want you to fill it out. I want to know exactly what every single one of you guys is eating on Monday, and drop a picture of this in the chat. Right at the top what plan you're in. And if you've been doing Beachbody a while and you think you know this plan, I want you to reevaluate. Go back, weigh yourself, and do the calculation again. And then if you want to talk about maybe what plan you're in, send me a message or put it in the group, because I know there's probably other people that are debating. For example, if you're breastfeeding, you want to go up a plan, you would bump from like say C to D. If you have a lot of weight to release and you fall sort of in the middle, maybe you'd be aggressive and bump down one. I know when I started, I was supposed to be in plan D, and I was like, oh my God, that's so much food. And so I spoke with my coach, and she suggested I try plan C. And so I did that for a while, and I just kept recalculating until I was down to plan B, because that's sort of the amount of food that I feel like is realistic as a lifestyle going forward. Likewise, if you fall into plan A, like for me, it's not a lot of food. If you're working out and you're really pushing in your workouts, I find the 2 carbohydrates in plan A really challenging for me. So if you fall like right on the cusp, like it's okay to be in plan B, and just make a point, like you need to push in your workouts. You need to sweat, right? You're not just coming to the mat and dicking around for 30 minutes and calling it a day, right? And I've been guilty of that for sure. There's so many mornings where I'm like, yeah, could have probably pushed a little bit harder, but taking into consideration where you're at with your meal plan can play into what plan you're in. So if you need help deciding that plan, definitely let me know. A big part of the chat pod is going to be how to do this meal plan right. And Carla, I just saw Tone my flabby arms. Yes, you can do that. How to do this meal plan right. The last all-in group that I did, people were dropping their pictures and of their meals and everything, which I hope that you'll do, like as many meals a day, take a picture and drop it in the pod. It's not just for accountability for you, it's helpful ideas for the other women in the group. And I'm going to coach you guys on it, because it's really easy to get lax about the choices you're making, right? For example, like, last time someone was like eating the dill pickle salad from Costco, right? And it's like, yeah, that's great for moderation land. But if your goal is to lose 10 pounds during this 3 weeks, if your goal is to go all in on this group, then no, the dill pickle salad's not happening for the 3 weeks, right? But you could buy that package and measure out the green portion for your veggie, and then use a different dressing, and you can make it work. But these are going to be the little tweaks that are going to make the difference from following the plan to getting results. And I think if you're vulnerable enough to share your meals and take pictures and put it in there, then you're going to start to see and you're going to feel as a result. So today, I hope, or tomorrow, I hope that you guys take some pictures, take your before pictures. I'm going to drop a link to best practices for that. I think it's really important, just because there's going to be someone in this group that loses 0 pounds and looks really different. It's just the way our bodies are, right? And that's why this isn't all about weight. There's going to be someone that goes all in and eats properly, loses 0 pounds, but looks really different. And I want you to reap the reward and feel the pride of your hard work. Even the first time that I did this, I didn't think there was a difference at all. And I looked at the pictures and I was shocked. So I really want you to be vulnerable enough to do that. You don't need to share them in the group. You can, if you want, for accountability. I know I did my first time and that made me want to vom, but it also made me show up, because I was like, okay, well, now I need to get results, right? So do what you want with the pics, but make sure you take them, and don't take them in a baggy tank top. Get a sports bra, add a pair of shorts on, even if that makes you want to cringe, and just take the pictures and have them for yourself. I think that's really important. Okay, the next thing I wanted to chat about is the products. So most of you have ordered Shakeology or already have it and are going to be drinking it for the 30 days straight. I want to challenge you, like, do a chart, whatever you got to do. Maybe you're using the tracking on the BOD app, whatever you need to do to track, to try to drink it for 30 days straight and see how you feel. You know, the most common thing I hear from people after they order Shakeology, and like if they're going to reorder or whatever, they're like, oh, I still have so much left, I don't need it. And it's like, okay, so AKA you're not drinking it. You can't feel the benefits of Shakeology if you're not drinking it consistently. The other really positive thing I find about this, and why I encourage women in my smaller pod groups like this to drink it consistently, is I want you to have skin in the game. BOD is like $100 a year. So no shit, Sherlock, you don't feel any accountability if you're not actually invested in some way too, right? So by drinking this for 30 days, see how you feel, see how your gut feels, see how you're pooing, and have some accountability or some skin in the game. For me, when I started drinking it, I was not a shake person and I hated it. I just shook it with ice and chugged it down and wanted it over with. And my sister Jen was always like, you need to blend it. You need to do this, add that. And I'm like, no, I just want this over with. Like I want, like I just need to get it in the hatch. But truly, when I did start finally blending it and enjoying it, it made a really big difference. So I'm going to share some of my favorite recipes. If you don't know how you want to mix it or how you want to blend it, drop what flavor you're drinking in the chat and I'll send you my favorite recipe for that flavor. Likewise, if you want to try a different flavor, I do have samples of a lot of stuff and I partner with my sis in Canada. So if you're in Canada and you want some, we tag team and send out samples that way. So just reach out and let me know. I wanted to touch on the meal plans that I send out. So all the meal plans, I'm going to be sending you one a week, but then I also linked you guys the resource center. Go click around in there. All the there's so many meal plans in there, and all of them, all the recipes at the very bottom indicate how many containers it is. So for this entire recipe, it's going to say at the top, makes 4 servings. Okay. And then down here, each serving portion fixed containers, 2.5 green, 1 red, 1 blue, 1 orange. So I know that if I take a quarter of the entire recipe, it's going to be 2.5 green containers, 1 red, 1 blue, 1 orange. And that's going to be easy for me to track. I don't want you to eat rotisserie chicken, broccoli, brown rice, celery, carrots on repeat for 3 weeks. It's not sustainable. It's not creating a lifestyle for you. And you're going to, for me anyway, at the times that I've done that, feel like the binge sort of feeling come after that 3 weeks, right? And that's really not the goal of this. I want to help you guys create a lifestyle and start to understand portioning while using different recipes that you can incorporate with your family. So every week, I would love to see you guys choose at least one recipe. Like there's gonna be a lot of those basic meals hidden in, right? Like lunches. I usually choose like 1 or 2 lunches for the entire week. Like sometimes I'll have a whole wheat pita with chopped up chicken and then, like veggie salad or whatever mixed in, and I put it all in the pita and I'll eat that same lunch for the whole week. That's great. But then maybe I'll choose one fun dinner that my family loves that I also will have leftovers for and try it and sort of just like keep it spicy. Another sort of thing I hear a lot from women is that like, oh, my family doesn't want to eat like this. Like it's so much effort. Like make it work. Find some recipes, make your kids try new things, and then add on. So a lot of times for my hubby, I'll like add on, pasta or rice or just extra portioning or whatever I need to do to make it, for my family. When I was in weight loss mode, like when I was losing 100 pounds after having my 2 babies, I definitely was like focused on myself and my meal plan. And that's okay too, right? Like my kids were eating chicken fingers and strawberries every night for dinner because I was so focused on my own meal plan. And like, you just got to do what you got to do to get through, right? So it's going to depend on your goals, where you're at in creating this lifestyle for yourself, on how seriously, how basic, and how much planning you need to do for this meal plan. Yeah, I really hope, I want everybody to feel super prepared about the meal plan. So please drop your plan for Monday in the pod. And then if you have any questions, ask it in the pod and I will respond today. Like I am super dedicated to this chat pod. I'm going to check in there. I'm going to answer all your questions and really help you get prepared for this. So please do your meal plan and pop it in the pod. It's going to help you and it's going to help all the other women. The BOD group, so where we're going to be tracking our workouts. So the majority of us are doing MBF. If there's anybody that is like a veteran BOD and is in the middle of a program and you want to do your own thing, that's totally fine. I just really love seeing someone complete a program alongside the nutrition plan. Like the fact that MBF is 3 weeks and you're going to finish it at the end of this group is powerful, and to do it all together and to be on the same day. So if you are doing MBF with us, I'm excited. We'll press play on day 1 and we all know we're doing the same workout. If you don't have the skip rope things yet, you can order them on Amazon, or you can air skip or air rope or whatever. But yeah, the program's pretty straightforward. And then we will check in that BOD group. I'm not going to be going into that BOD group and like commenting on your sweaty selfie and everything. Like my entire coaching is going to be in that Facebook chat pod. But what I will be doing is going into the app, and just because what I can see in the back end is how many workouts you've logged. So if I go in and I see, oh, Teresa hasn't logged any workouts, right? It's like, okay, where are you at? So try to, after your workout, go and log that. It's another piece of accountability, because the syncing doesn't come through unless you complete the video. So if you crap out after 20 minutes, it's not going to sync on your phone for you to log that workout. And then another, little tip too is like sometimes like I'll skip the stretching and then it doesn't sync too. So if you're not syncing, that might be one of the reasons. But even if it doesn't sync, go in and manually log it, and then I can sort of see that. And if you want to make a habit of logging your Shakeology in there too, it's only going to benefit you and make you feel proud and give you more accountability to see that, like, I've logged it 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, 7 days, 8 days. And there's going to be some hard days here in this program. Like day 5 is going to be a little bit challenging. I think like day 8 and 9, you were feeling good, but now it's like getting a little bit long, right? There's going to be some challenging days in this 3 weeks. But the deeper you get into this in an all-in fashion, the easier it's going to be, because it's like, man, I've been doing this for 7, 8, 9 days. Like, I got this, like, I can't fail me now, because you're never going to know what your body can achieve, how you can feel, what kind of results you're going to get if you half-ass it and if you crap out. So that's really like the whole goal of this like 3-week focus, is like, give yourself a chance to see results and to feel incredible, and try to decide today that you're not going to sabotage that feeling. You're not going to, on the second Friday when your family's ordering pizza, start to think that like you should just like, it's fine, like you need moderation. Like, that's not the goal. That's not the point of all in. And there's like your whole life to eat pizza. I also don't want you to think that I'm telling you moderation isn't good, but just try to give yourself the 3 weeks, and I promise you, you're going to feel incredible and you're going to reap the rewards of that. That is mostly it. I want to show, I'm going to share my screen and show you guys a couple little areas on the platform here. If anybody has any questions, you can drop them in the chat. Sorry, I should have had this loaded up. Okay. Okay, so for those that are new, this is Beachbody On Demand. So we are going to be doing the MBF program, and I think that this can be confusing to people that are new. So I just want to go through it. We're going to be doing the MBF workouts, but we are following Portion Fix Meal Plan, which is found under 21 Day Fix Real Time. If my internet would work, that would be even better. Okay, there we go. So this is MBF. This is the program we're going to do. If you click on it and go to workouts, you can just press play on day 1. There's everything you need. Week 1, week 2, week 3. That's it. And I think it's 7 days a week, right? Yeah, it's 7 days a week. Oh, day 7 is like a stretch. Okay, so then if we go back to programs, and this is a really quick way that I also linked in the chat, but a quick way to just get to the meal plan is to go to 21 Day Fix. There we go. So make sure you go to the 21 Day Fix Real Time. And then go to Program Materials. And you can go to the Start Here guide. The Start Here guide is going to have you do that calculation I was talking about that's going to tell you what plan you're eating in. And then if you go down, sorry, I clicked on it really fast, but if you go down to eating plan, then it's going to bring you to the actual eating plan and how it all works. There's also this food list. I love to print out the food list. I have like 3 inside my cupboard at my desk where I do my meal planning. Like, have the food lists printed if you can. It's going to be really helpful. And then, that's a quick guide to the nutrition, but really these nutrition programs are full programs. If you go to the nutrition tab, you have access to both of these programs. So this is down here, this is it, the Ultimate Portion Fix. If you click on that, it's actually a whole series of videos that show you how to properly do this meal plan. The reason I show you that quick guide is just so that you can get going, and then you can watch these as you go. It really dives in deeper to figuring out, why you eat the way you do, how to eat properly for your body type, how to eat, tips and stuff. Like, there's stuff for the right plan for your child, for breastfeeding. There's so many things in here. So you can go in and check that out under the nutrition tab. Another area that I love to get recipes from is the blog here. Like, you could just type in chicken, and you'll get tons of chicken recipes. You could type in Shakeology balls. Did I spell that wrong? And tons of protein ball recipes will come up. Like, this blog area is a really great resource for you. And then, yeah, I think that's pretty much it on here. If I go to, here. So if I go back to Beachbody On Demand, and this, a lot of you guys are going to be using this on your app, but if you go to BOD groups, this is where I was talking that you're going to be like logging your workouts and logging your stuff. So here's our group, all in. You can go in. I haven't accepted everybody, so I know that you're all sitting there waiting to be accepted. I'll go in and accept you, and then on Monday we can start logging together. So oh, you don't like the cafe latte? I love it. Oh, you should send it back. Is it, how long ago did you order it?
Too long ago. I'm just going to try to find some recipes and like make it into the balls that, so I had one. I just can't get around.
Maybe ask Jen too. Maybe she'll trade you for something. I think she likes it.
True.
But yeah, just a note on Beachbody as a company, their customer service is really great, guys. So if you have any problems with what you've received, or you want to return, or, if you have any issues, contact them about your orders. They're really, really great, and they try to accommodate. And then you know, if you're not able to do what you were trying to do, then let me know and I will help you out. But all right, I'm going to let you guys go. That is just a quick sort of pep talk. I'm super excited to see your Monday plans in the chat. To start MBF with you, to do this while on vacation. I'm not going to share this on my social, but one of the reasons I decided to go all in while going on vacation was that this is a trip we do every year with my husband's family, and they eat like shit. And every year I go and I eat like shit, and it really affects my digestion. Like, last year, this is way TMI, but last year I came home from that trip and I had diarrhea for like 2 months. Like, I think I got like a bug, like some sort of digestional tract infection, and like I could not repair it. It was like just 1 week of eating like that really destroys me. So I'm going to pretend like this is super easy to eat on track while there, and just like sort of, you know, fake it till I make it type of thing. Like, it's not easier for me, just because I've been doing it this long, but I'm really excited to like walk in with this mindset and be doing this together with you guys. So I appreciate you all here as well for my own accountability. So have an awesome Saturday, and we'll see y'all in the chat.